you guys, so I want to take a minute and go through how I take my measurements. I feel like every accountability group I do, people are always questioning how to take their own measurements, and it's a pain in the butt to like wait for other people to take them, and it's just so crucial to your journey to watch the inches melt away. Every challenger I've ever had, I'm pretty sure they always lose more inches than they do pounds, because our bodies are like crazy complex things, and the scale can really fluctuate just depending on the day. I mean, there's just so many factors, but if you're working out and you're eating better and you're staying hydrated and, you know, doing all the things, you're gonna see the inches come off. So I have my tape measure. Get one, they're cheap. You can probably get them at the dollar store. I don't know. I just like have had some laying around. If you like to sew, I'm sure you have some laying around. If you can't find one, let me know. Seriously, I will Amazon ship you one. Okay, so I'm gonna start with my number one. Just a little tip I like to do when I roll it up, I start with the high end because I don't really use that end. So that way my beginning end is bigger. It's not like rolled up super tight. So I'm gonna do arms first. Oh yeah, so for what I wear, I do measurements first thing in the morning after I go to the bathroom, and usually I'm just in my underwear when I take them. I like to wear the same thing every time because I don't know if like different sports bras are gonna make my bust different, or you know, different pants will squeeze me differently, I don't know. So I always wear the same thing. So I'm just gonna hold the number one, the small end. I'll come down a little so you can see my arm. And I hold my bicep up, but I personally don't flex because I'm not trying to measure like muscle. So I'm just gonna keep it relaxed. And I'm gonna take it back behind, wrap it down. And then I do flex so I can see like where's the peak of my bicep, because that's where I wanna measure. So that's where I put the little lines. And then I just bring it up, and I'm always like 13. Yeah, so you can see how I see, okay, that's where that meets up, okay? So, and then just do the same thing on the other. Relaxed bicep, wrap it around, and then I'll kind of re-grip it so it's over on this side. Check my flex to see, okay, where's kind of the top of my bicep, like the biggest part. And okay, there, I got my measurement there. Okay, so arms are done. Next, I'm gonna do my chest. So there's two different chest measurements. Really, what you can take both. Really what's most important is you're consistent every week. So, you know, I went through a period of time where I did my like upper chest here. Now I do my bust, which I don't even know why, because I'm pregnant. So of course it's getting bigger, but I kind of like to see what's happening. So either way, I say do both or pick. If you're gonna pick one, I would do bust. That's where like the Beachbody trackers show. So you're just wrapping it around yourself, and you want it to be right around like your biggest part, like your nipple. And then you just kind of hold it there and you can see where they meet. If you're doing upper chest, you just put it under your armpits, bring it across there, same way. Okay, so now for waist, so there's a couple places you can do, sorry, my head's getting chopped off. I guess I can just lower it for quads or thighs later. So waist has kind of two parts. So your true waist is your smallest part. So let me show you mine. I know I'm looking so good, my belly. Okay, so my smallest part is right here, all right? And my belly button is, you can't see, my belly button's down here, okay? So it's quite a bit above, this is my belly button, this is my like natural waist. So what I do is I just let it all hang loose, wrap it around, and you can really tuck it into like that smallest place. And I'm gonna, you know, let it hang out, and I'm gonna measure my true waist. If you want, like I said with the chest, there's kind of two places. If you want to do like where your love handles are, you can. I can't even get my measuring tape to kind of stay there. It always like shifts on me. Okay, so then you can do there too if you'd like to. But your true waist is up here. Okay, so next we're gonna do hips. Hips are like your widest part. So I mean, you can probably see like, okay, here's my widest. It's probably gonna be where your, sorry, I pulled my groin over there, where your knee or where your leg bends. That's gonna be about where your hips are. It's gonna give you a nice little booty measurement. Okay, so you're gonna wrap it around your booty, pull it around right to where, pretty much where your legs bend is where your hips are probably gonna be. Widest point. Okay, wow, my hips are really growing for that baby. Okay, and then quads. So this is something to definitely know, is how you measure your quads. So quads there's two ways you can measure it. One is halfway between your knee, like where this bends, And up here where this bends, you can measure halfway. What I like to do is kind of look at my muscle, and it's like, I think it's like right above your hamstring muscle. So it's like I can feel my hamstring muscle flexing back here, and I go right above it. I mean, you can just eyeball the middle. Really what is important here, I mean, look, I can quickly just go here and be like, okay, right there's the middle. Mine's 12 inches. Does that tell you how short I am? So at 6 inches, you know, here, whatever. But just eyeball it. The most important thing is find a way for you to remember where this is weekly. I've been doing this for years, so I always kind of know. And then you just wrap it around and check that out there. Wrap it around, check that out there. I can look at my legs and I can see where I do it. So, you know, try the halfway thing at first if that helps you kind of figure it out, and then you'll get used to it. You know, no low pressure here. And then for a while I was measuring my calves. It's not like a required measurement, but like I said before, it's another like additional one you can do, especially if your main goal isn't just like building muscle and strength, but your goal is weight loss. You're gonna see some loss in your calves. So calves you wanna measure at the largest point. You're gonna do the same thing. Start with, you know, your number one, your lowest point. You don't wanna be flexed, so just keep it flat and find that widest point of your calf. Make sure the lines are there. Measure around, okay, and then just do the same thing for the other one. So hopefully that was helpful. That's how I do it. Honestly, you know, if you search around, talk to different trainers, different people, honestly, you're gonna find differences in how they measure, but this is how I personally have been doing it. This is what works for me. What's most important is that you take them and that you're consistent each week so that you can see changes, and it doesn't get all wonky on you and you're like, oh wow, how did I gain 2 inches here in a week? So just take them and be consistent, and hopefully that was helpful. See you guys.